And hopefully, mapondohan po natin yung studies para pag nakitang mataas yung economic internal rate of return at feasible yung project, pwede po natin maging solusyon po ito. That is my first topic, Secretary Vince. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, maraming salamat po. Maraming beses na po natin napag-usapan itong napakagandang idea ni Congressman Garcia po, no? Kahit nung nasa DOTR pa ako. Ngayon po, kausap ko lang po si Senior Undersecretary Sidain. Magsasubmit na po kami, no, and ako po mismo ang magre-request sa Asian Development Bank under the IPIF to request for a in-depth feasibility study for this, no? Kasi yun po talaga ang first step natin, no? So, alam ko po, matagal nyo lang kinukulit ang departamento dito, pero makakaasa po kayo, kahit po bukas, request na po ako immediately sa ADB nito at kay Secretary Recto, kasi meron naman pong pondo dyan for feasibility studies, and I think this will be a major feasibility study, and I think I'm quite confident po na tatanggapin po ng ADB ito para po masimulan na natin ito. Kasi po kung hindi po tayo magsisimula sa feasibility study, nauubos po ang boses ninyo sa kakapresent nito. No? So, bukas na bukas po, susulat na po kami sa ADB at sa DOF para po officially hihiling na po tayo ng pondo para masimulan na po ang feasibility study nito under ADB.
Maraming salamat po, Sec Vince. Napakalaking bagay po niyan, and you said it on record. It will start the ball rolling. Alam natin ang haba ng gestation period nito, pero at least masisimulan na po natin yung process. At kapag lumabas sa studies which is backed up by data na solution, then we have something to look forward to as a solution to the massive problem of flooding in Metro Manila and huge parts of Region 3. Next issue po, Sec Vince, sabi ho ni Charlie Munger, yung partner ni Warren Buffett, show me the incentive, I'll show you the outcome. Alam ko po, busy kayo ngayon in investigating all the ghost projects, substandard projects. Pero after that, I think what you will do, and you're an expert on this, is to really institute systemic reforms para hindi na maulit at maging mas efficient yung ating departamento. And may I suggest, and probably you know this already, let's institute a system of meritocracy. Show me the incentive, I'll show you the outcome. Ngayon, we are punishing those that did wrong sa ating department, sa mga government officials. Pero, do we have a system of meritocracy where we can incentivize good performance para we tilt it to the right as opposed to hinihila tayo pakaliwa. Tilt it to the right, nang sa ganon ay maging very efficient department yung ating DPWH. And I think this is also what our government needs, not just the DPWH, but a system of meritocracy for the entire government, probably starting with the DPWH.
Napakaganda po nung sinabi niyo, Mr. Chairman, at yun po talaga ang gusto nating gawin. No? Dahil nakita po natin lahat ng mga problemang dinaranas natin ngayon, ay ang punot dulo din po niyan ay yung weaknesses sa institusyon. At totoo po na kailangan po ngayon mag-focus tayo sa hanapin kung sino mga dapat na managot. Yun po ang gustong mangyari ng Pangulo natin. Pero ang long-term solution po talaga natin dito palakasin po natin ang institusyon. And the only way to do that is to institute a meritocracy, a institutional meritocracy sa loob ng DPWH. At yun po ang pipilitin natin gawin. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take time. Pero kailangan po simulan na natin.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your reply. One final issue, Mr. Chair. Kung nakita nyo na po sa post ng, or baka another member mentioned it earlier, yung Albania. May nag-raise na po ba ng Albania? Albania has made a global headlines by appointing the world's first AI minister. named Delia to fight corruption. This groundbreaking moves gives Delia authority over public tender, decision aiming and to ensure transparency and fairness. So ito po yung binabanggit nyo kanina, Sec. Vince, na yung procurement issue, kailangan maayos natin hanggang execution, hanggang turnover. So alam ko meron tayong bagong Procurement Act na about to be implemented. Malamang wala pa dun yung AI component, pero baka maging tool in the meantime na hindi pa natin na-amend yung ating mga batas if we ever decide to go that direction. Pero it can be a tool for Secretary Vince, who's very innovative, to make better decisions at ganun din sa ating mga district level, regional level, at central office level. So I'm just proposing these 3 solutions nang sa ganun makonsider ng napakahusay nating secretary. Maraming salamat, Sec. Vince. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair. Request ko lang po sana, baka po pwedeng magpapalit na lang po ako kay AI. Ipopropose ko po kay Pangulo na palitan na lang po ako ng AI. Okay na okay po sa akin yun. Pero ano po, kidding aside, opo. Kailangan po talaga gagamitin na natin ang teknolohiya. No? It's so advanced now at yan po ang commitment natin na we will utilize innovations and technology in trying to clean up the department. Salamat po.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, it's very interesting, the topic of the AI, but let's discuss that in another forum.
Opo.
Anyway, we now recognize from the minority, Deputy Minority Leader Stephen Tan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good afternoon also, Secretary, and the rest of the DPWH family. Secretary, actually, the representative of the 2nd District, present niya kanina, actually, kumbaga, some of the data and videos is galing din sa district ko. So I share the same problem with the 2nd District. So since kanina you have mentioned sa opening statement mo that the Maharlika is one of the priority. So natuwa kami doon dahil for the last 3 years, at like a 4th year na ngayon, the same pa rin yung issue na nire-raise namin. But however, napupunduhan naman siya on a yearly basis. Hindi lang ganun kalaki. Pero sa sobrang laki ng problema, hindi namin mahabol using only the funds that we have. So, but I would also raise na isa ding nakita ko rin problema is one is yes, napupunduhan natin. But however, nagka-issue din kami doon sa accuracy kung saan ilalagay yung pondo. So may mga, hindi ko na lang ipi-play yung video para hindi na rin magtagal. So there was a lot of mga hindi pa naman sira na road na sinira. So sometimes people do not understand bakit ganun ang nangyayari. Kung clearly sa area na to may sira, tapos dito nire-reblock, hindi naman sira. So medyo nakaka-aggravate din yung tingnan yung sitwasyon, but hopefully hindi na rin mangyari yung mga ganun na sitwasyon moving forward, considering that it is the priority of the department right now. So, Sec, can you please enlighten us about the accuracy na sana hindi na maulit sana yung mga nire-reblocking na hindi naman needed pa?
Mr. Chairman, actually po, ito din po ang tanong ko, no? Bilang isang common citizen po, no? Ordinaryong Pilipino lang. No? Lahat naman po tayo nagtataka kung bakit minsan meron po na tayo nakikitang mga kalye na winawasak para lang gawin ulit. No? Yung reblocking na tinatawag natin. No? At isa din po yan sa mga tanong ko nung ako'y unang pumasok dito. So, ngayon po, sasabihin ko na po ngayon sa committee, na pag-aaralan ko na po ngayon na seryoso, no? At i-discuss ko po sa sa team na nasa DPWH at sa incoming team po na tutulong sa akin dito sa DPWH, kung pwede bang mag-i-issue na ho ako ng order na wala na munang i-re-reblock. At yung pera na gagamitin dun sa usual na nakikita natin, i-re-reblock, para lang gawin ulit, ilagay na lang po natin dun sa mga kalye tulad ng Daang Maarlika sa Samar na obviously kailangan gawin. So yan po, sinasabi ko na po sa committee ngayon, pag-aaralan po namin kung paano gagawin to. At sa mga susunod na linggo po, magkakama po kami ng whether memorandum or department order institutionalizing that policy. Na teka, imbes na nagre-reblock tayo, ba't ni natin gamitin yung limited na pondo ng DPWH para ayusin yung mga kaling, obviously, kamukha nung pinakita po kanina ni Congressman Tan, sa Samar, na obvious na kailangan desperately na ayusin. So, I am committing that to the committee po, to you, Congressman, that we will already study that, and in the next few weeks, we will be issuing a clear department order or memorandum in that respect po, na tama na po muna itong reblocking, dito po muna tayo sa mga kaling kailangan talagang ayusin.
Thank you, Secretary, and for clarifying that issue. Now, in connection also with the sa district na issue, there was a memorandum or from the DBM or from your department also about the right sizing for the district, considering na parang I think it's a product of parang in-evaluate that kailangan ng manpower and so on and so forth for the tuloy pa ba for 2026 for the right sizing under the DPWH? Niraise ko rin to kasi in connection sa, no offense naman sa region, in fairness, lahat ng national highway is being, ano ba yun, doon nagpo-procure, doon lahat ng planning sa region. Pero I know that the magnitude of the Region 8, malaki din yung Region 8. So marami ding national highway and some of the project is naka-large region. So medyo curious din ako about sa right sizing. Maybe the district can also help in pag-inspection to validate and even pag, what you call that, on the implementation side. Baka pwede rin makatulong yung manpower ng district to ensure na quality din yung pagkatrabaho doon sa Maharlika Highway. That's why I am raising up kung yung right sizing sa DPWH is i-implement ba for next year.
Ito po ay ongoing pa po ang pag-aaral according to my colleagues po no sa DPWH. Pero as to when it will be implemented, mukhang hindi pa po clear no at kung to what extent. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ang pag-aaral dito sa right sizing ng departamento. At magre-report po kami sa inyo, Mr. Chairman, kung ano po ang magiging mga susunod na hakbang tungkol dito.
Thank you. And on the maintenance issue, na-observe ko from, I believe, 2015 or 16, parang pababa yung maintenance natin. So, Sec, can you clarify, alin ba mas better? Ayusin natin yung bagong kalsada o yung nasirang kalsada o we maintain habang maayos pa siya, i-maintain natin ng maayos para humaba yung life ng road natin? Which is more cost efficient po ba?
I think we have to do both po. No? It's just that given limited funds, I think ang naging problema po nitong mga nakaraang taon, nasabi ko na rin po ito kanina, dun sa observations ni Congressman Tino, na talaga pong inipid po nitong mga nakaraang, I think, 5-6 years ang maintenance, no? Na kailangan naman po talaga, no? And I think this is quite unfortunate. Naintindihan ko naman po na may mga naging concern din dito at baka po ito ay naabuso din nitong mga nakaraang taon. Pero we cannot deny the fact that we need funds for maintenance. No, it's just that we, like any other project, kailangan po maayos po ang implementation. nitong pag-maintain ng mga roads natin. Kaya po nga, kung mapapansin nyo, tumaas po